Hello, everybody. Wow, what's going on here? Oh, I see. Wow. Ooh, ooh, wow, ooh, wee, wow. Let us. Wait, actually, hang on. Hold up, man. Ho. Did I finally break? No, sorry. Hello, everybody. Are we gonna watch a cozy game? I don't know about cozy game. I was trying to. Give me a second. I'm still trying to figure out why I can't. There we go. There. Hey, Steph is pretty. Oh, wait. Why is... No, don't like that. That's no good. Why? Oh. That's weird. What? Oh, that's why. Okay, hang on. Hold up. Duh. Okay. There, I believe. Yeah. Alright, now that. Great. That is much better. Give it to you, gay. How cooked are we? Oh, you know, it's not looking amazing. I'll be for real. Hey, baby. I love you. Nathan, you 1899. I'm confused. This is a horrifying news or gaming stream. Why not both? Why not both? ¿Por qué no los dos? Hey, Manny DP. I'm just waiting for people to start trickling in here a little bit. It's horrifying gaming. Ooh, my favorite. Ooh, my favorite. What game is this? This is the back in the day. They used to have save icons for all of your save data, and this is what a memory card used to look like before everything has gotten to where it is today. Some of these are so weird and so random. Very silly, very goofy. GameCube girly, what the helly? Is that Mercenaries? Yeah, that was Mercenaries. I have both Mercenaries. What's my newest save? Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1. I was playing that yesterday. What the hell is that rabbit thing? Oh, Xeno. That's right. I have a copy of Xenosaga for some fucking reason. Was there Crash Bandicoot? There might have been Crash Bandicoot. What? Which? Oh, the Creepy Bunny? Oh, the Creepy Bunny is Silent Hill 3. La Joufle, thank you very much for following. Now, what do I have? I know I have other stuff on the other memory card, too. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is my primary... Wow. Barely have anything on here. It's just... X-Files, Silent Hill Origins, Blood Rain 2, Silent Hill 4, Clock Tower 3. Yeah, that was Evil Dead Regeneration. Do I have RE Outbreak? I used to, way back in the day. Some of these, I don't even own some of these games anymore because I had to sell them when I needed money. It is my great annoyance. Let me see if I can't. Why? All right, give me 1 second. Oh, that's why. That's why. All right, give me 1 second. Do I have Shadow the Hedgehog? No. I think that's one of the rarer ones, too, now. There we go. Now I can hear it. Now everybody can hear it. Hey, yo, we're doing good here, chat. Now that I have that up and running, hey, how is everybody? Hi, how you doing? Wickedly tired, got like 3 hours of sleep. Why are you not getting any sleep, Brutus? Or Banana Brain, sorry. I saw the B. Loqui, thank you very much for following on Prime. Just forgetting being born in the USA. I am sorry you're feeling that way, Blahaj Blast. I think you are not alone. Hey, baby. There was somebody with the name Blahaj Blast. Like Blowhigh Blast? She got it then. What am I drinking? I am having a nice Playa Vibe sparkling Pina Colada edition. Whispering Wallaby. Hello, unemployed and waiting on lost wages in the mail. It's not bad though. I hope you get those. That sucks. What do I think of the Fatal Frame series? I like Fatal Frame quite a bit. Fatal Frame 3 is my favorite. I have only played a couple minutes of the Fatal Frame 2 remake. I have Fatal Frame 2 and 3 on PS3, but I never want to... I don't really want to bring... The less I have to bring my fucking PS3 out, the better. And then I like Fatal Frame... I like Fatal Frame 5 even more than I think most people did, because a lot of people thought Blackwater, Maiden of the Blackwater, was pretty mid, which it is, but there's a real charm to it. Like, I don't know, it felt like a very PS2 game even at the time, which I get why people wouldn't like that in 2014, I think was when it came out. Hey, Dakota Cat, happy to see you. Imagine life is an open world story-based game and you are the news anchor that comes on my screen to tell me what's going on. Oh no, that's so much responsibility. Caranel, hey Vaz, hey. Oh, girly girl, I hope you're doing okay. Glad you're here. Let me go to... Oh. I'm sorry, Kari. Hey, Ghosty A. Alright, let me... Yeah, let's go through... Sorry, yeah, sorry, Kari. Well, Kari, you missed it. I started with, and actually as more people come in here, I started with, a bit of a sneak peek of what else I would like to do today. How about that, huh? Why is that window there? Let me just move that. Actually. Yeah, sure. What's my favorite PS2 game? Oy, that's a... let me go look at my... Actually, let me go... Because my shelf is right around the corner here. Let me go look at my shelf real quick. I wonder if I even own it. Favorite. Yeah, I don't even... I think, like... You know, it's probably Devil May Cry 3, now that I'm thinking about it even more. Like, a game I have played so many times all the way through, a game that still holds up today. Oh, I store my games in their cases. Lefty McLefterson, you absolutely did. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2 is really great. I don't know, Metal Gear Solid 2 always has lulls in it for me where, you know, it has really high peaks and then there are moments in between where it's just like... every time I go back through it, I remember a spot as I get to it and I'm like, oh, right, this part. And it's not like a, ooh, yay, this part. Klonoa 2. Klonoa 2 is pretty good. Percy Jackson's King Kong. I think you mean Peter Jackson's King Kong. But yeah, Peter Jackson's King Kong is pretty good. I actually have that too. Ryan's in here? Detailing 2 cars. Hell yeah. Oh, I believe in you. I know you can do it. Do you need encouragement? Do you need me to call you a good boy? Do I have any love for Shadow Hearts? I have heard good things. I've never played it myself. It's one of those games that it always reminds me of. There are other like vaguely gothic, like JRPGs and JRPG adjacent games from that era that just. I remember it being the first FPS I ever played as a teen. Really, I've played it before. I had it as a teen too. Even though it was, it was years old by the time I got it. But no, I've played it before. It's good. It actually holds up really well. Like, really surprisingly well. Astro Kamen, thank you very much. You look splendid this stream. Thank you. Why? I'm sorry. I'm having issues with my mouse here. There we go. Bruce Magson, I think that King Kong game is the best movie adaptation ever, even better than GoldenEye and Spider-Man 2. Ugh. Yeah, I guess we haven't had, like, I would put, like, Alien Isolation up there. But you're probably right. Oh, you know what? No, Chronicles of Riddick. Chronicles of Riddick clears. No fucking no shot clears. Are we getting people from Twitch still? Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Best adaptation. Never played King Kong for PS2. It's great. It's great. I did the review of the 360 version. God, those games were so cool. Okay, here's the thing. People remember Spider-Man 2 very fondly. As somebody who has played it more recently than most people, it's fine. Like, the swinging is great, but I think people spent so long swinging. It's kind of like the Chow Garden in Sonic Adventure 2. Where as a kid, you're able to easier hyperfixate on things and kind of immerse yourself in them, and you really fondly remember that time you put into it, but that fondness, I feel, overrides a lot of, like, overlooking the other shit that doesn't hold up so well. What are my thoughts on MGS3? MGS3 is my favorite one. That's the one that got me into Metal Gear. Karen, now here's the thing: if the movements in your game is fun, people will play. Yeah, just the movement, be happy. Same thing with Tony Hawk. Same with GTA. I don't know about GTA. I would say it's the opposite for GTA. I think people play Rockstar games in spite of the movement. But your point is well taken. I think, like, Call of Duty is another great example. Like, you pick up a Call of Duty game, it just feels fucking good to move. What's my opinion on the super weird PS2 Force Unleashed? I actually played a couple more hours of it over the weekend because I haven't touched it. I barely touched games in the last month, really, and I'm kind of just getting back into it, or trying to find a balance. And that game is cool as hell. That Star Wars PS2, like, it doesn't control great. It's not as smooth as the 360 version, but I think it actually might be like a better game. Like, it's a better story in the weirdest fucking ways. Like, they cut entire levels, they add entire levels. It's fucking bizarre. Oh, hell yeah. B. Parker Knowledge Fight got around to covering the Alex Jones Tim Pool mess. Let's go. John Spinkick, for someone who's never played Metal Gear Solid, where should or can I start? I would say, okay, so I would say, and people are going to get mad at me for this, but I would probably say if you are looking for a really modern experience, I would say start with Metal Gear Solid 3, the remake, Delta, and then go to the collections they have out now. If you like Delta, if you set it, like, use classic controls on it, I would say use classic controls and put the classic filter on Delta, because that makes it look so much better than the default, like, hyper realistic stuff they do. Once you click that over, you won't want to click it back. If you like Delta, that is the origin, for the most part, of almost everything that follows. And so after that, you should be good to go to, what did I say? Do it in order there from there? Because, yeah, from there, I would say, like, honestly, play it in order, and on your way back through, play the original version of 3. Like, go play through Delta. If that's your thing, you dig it, go pick up the Legacy Collection Volume 1 or whatever it is, where it has the PS1 version of 1, Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 from the HD collection, and then by the time you're done with that, the last of the series will be out. Hey, dog, what are you doing? Goofus. No. Jack the Bomb. The real question is, Twin Snakes worth it? No. Don't play Twin Snakes first. Twin Snakes is a dumb... Twin Snakes, I don't even want to say it really has its place. I have a lot of disdain for the changes they made. So, if you don't know, Twin Snakes was handled as a, like, remake, remaster of Metal Gear Solid 1 that was exclusive to the Nintendo GameCube, still is to this day, where it plays and looks closer to Metal Gear Solid 2, like a massive upgrade. But they also redirected every cutscene from scratch. And the cutscenes have been, like... I don't know what the fuck some of them were doing in those cutscenes. It is so Let me see if I can actually look up a comparison really quick. Yeah, like here's... Ugh.
You're a funny guy.
Business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted.
Where's that?
North of the communications tower. But it's a long way there.
The emergency override.
I'm trying to find one specific cutscene, so give me a second.
You'd better hurry. If they were planning a launch from the start, then
It
their
was
ballistic program is
pretty
probably
late in the game.
finished. And since they haven't called for me in a few hours, they must not need me. In other words, they must be ready to launch.
Meryl's got the detonation code override keys. We'll link up with her.
If we can't
I'm trying to find that. It's hard to see with the tiny little screen. Maybe it was earlier. There's a stupid, like, missile spin kick he does at some point. Is that around there? Very silly. All right. Yeah. Never mind. I don't want to go through 2.5 hours of cutscenes. Juno dear, hello. Maryland 614. At least I didn't pee my pants. That's a low blow, Snake. Thank you for $6.99. The Hind battle. Yeah, there is a right side is being covered up by chat. Oh, you meant on the video. Okay, gotcha. All right, give me 1 second, and then we will watch this bullshit and get started for the day. What? Go. I should do a subathon at some point. I got a next week. I had to move my meeting with Taylor Lorenz to next week. So I'm hoping might not get her on stream. No, yeah, we won't probably do a stream, but I will have an interview with Taylor Lorenz out soon. Kiragen Mystic, hi DD, your look is kicking. Thank you. They call me the Sabathon. Remake by the same guys who did the 2 Human game and got sued to oblivion. That's why it's like that. Dennis Dyack was kind of nuts. Oh no, I know about Dennis Dyack, and God, because it was, what was the last game? Silicon Knights, because they did Eternal Darkness, and then I think Twin Snakes was after that, and then 2 Human, which was, man, look, I'm not going to say 2 Human's a good game, because it's not, but there was something to the aesthetic and like the vibe of that thing that I thought was so fucking cool. If you don't know, 2 Human is like, it's like Unreal Tournament style cyberpunk Valhalla. It's fucking nonsense. I don't know if I can find. Start streaming. Should I get a webcam? I don't have room for any lights and I use a microphone already. I would say, yeah, like look at the Cyber Norse. There you go. Anyway. I would say if you want to get a webcam, I wouldn't say it's like the #1 priority when you're starting out. And in fact, it might be easier, like, in terms of stress, a lot of people can get stressed being on camera at first. Like, that's not something everybody wants to do. I don't think it's at all 100% a needed thing. No, we have not talked about the list yet. So we're gonna watch this. It is so abundantly clear, and it has been incredibly taxing and frustrating to be in this country and watch all of this shit happen basically exactly as I said it would last year. Or a year before at CPAC. Because it has been, Chad, it's been almost 2 years since my CPAC trip. My CPAC trip, I warned about, like, and going back and revisiting those videos, I watched them again recently, which I don't do a lot. And it was so bizarrely clear how, like, I was dead on about certain things. Like Christy Gnome is one of those things I was like, oh shit, I completely forgot I covered all of her dumb bullshit and called her out for being like a fraud and a huckster and like a craven sociopathic ghoul back then. Oh my God, Nullifier Pro, don't scare me like that. Vosh clocked out, DD clocked in. I thought you were gonna say Vosh did a raid on me. I was scary. Juno dear horse raid, me with my giant wooden horse, let me in. Baby. Yeah. Me with my giant wooden horse, let me in. Sure. Koa just said, sure. Blow High Blast, it's so exhausting being right about the future so much. I've been telling people it would be like this in the past 2 years from the moment Trump was elected, and people just kept insisting, but Kamala doesn't like Palestine. Yeah, it's, like I stopped talking to most of my family, stopped interacting with most of my aging family because I was tired of just telling them the same shit. And, oh, well, why won't you hang out with us when we come down? Oh, why won't you do, like, all this shit? And so it's just, it has gotten to a point where it is so unavoidable. The direct effects the actions of Trump are having. Like, it has gotten to the point where markets start to fluctuate when he calls fucking press conferences, dude. And, oh my God, the oil situation. People are just on social media now already. And I want you to consider how quickly the rise in oil prices has happened. In like 3 weeks, so many places have gone up significantly. And that is just the start. This is not like when people talk about COVID, everybody remembers it as this span of like 3 to 6 months. We are less than a month into this war. We have spent over $20 billion. It's going to get so much worse. I don't think people do not understand right now. I have literally been, Koa and I go to a community food pantry every Friday, where, you know, people will, it's just like, it's free food basically that you can pick up, and they have produce and stuff that grocery stores are going to get rid of, or, you know, something fell off an Amazon truck or whatever. And we get food. Where was I going with that? What was I? God damn it. Oh, yeah. And even though we don't eat a lot of stuff, canned foods, like we usually eat the fresh foods in between every day I go. But I have been stockpiling and getting every time I go, I get the maximum amount of like canned food. Both soups, both meals, both veggies, like whatever. And so I have like a stockpile of food now. COVID is still an issue. People just stop caring about people with immuno issues. Yeah. Like we live, one of the things I think as these things break down, and I hate using the same verbiage over and over, where I talk about, you know, systems working upon each other and systems crumbling and breaking down, but it really is the only apt descriptor I can come up with. But it really lays bare the kind of craven principles of American society. Not just because a lot of people will be like, well, yeah, that's capitalism. And there is true enough to an extent that a lot of the problems in this country come from a hegemonic hoarding of resources and wealth, right? Like that's absolutely true. But it is, there is a veracity, there is a verve to which that hoarding is harnessed that is uniquely American, that comes back to shit like, you know, it's the stuff that people will laugh at and make fun of if you say out in public, but like there are very real links in the attitudes people have between stuff like eugenics, for example, might makes right, survival of the fittest bullshit, and the overall cultural attitude towards COVID. Because they're not that different. The attitudes come down to, well, if you get sick and die, you were weak. You deserved it. Like, it's not that far of a jump, really. It's one of the many things that, like, oh, hey, baby, do you want to come say hi? Okay. You look so pretty. No, you? Mwah. I love you. Text me, honey. Will do. Yeah, what was I saying? Where was I going? It's okay. That's where also I was going with that. Sorry. All right, I gotta go feed Miss. She's gonna just keep yelling. I'll be right back. Eugenics. So it's not just that. It's, ideas about predation, ideas about pedophilia. Like I was talking about, 2 months or so ago, playing games and hearing Wingers 17 and Once Bitten Twice Shy playing a Guitar Hero game on PS2. Having a teenage character, a character who was like a literal high schooler, be sexualized by an older male character in Time Splitters. Like, there is so much, and it's because of, I think, a culture based on might makes right. Power means that you are obviously correct. These things are all here because the people at the top deserve it and the people at the bottom don't. And that's where that pedophile shit comes from. Oh, hey, Nathaniel's World. Hey, dude, you've been watching for some time, but because time zones, first time live. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Michaela Rose, 420. Don't know if I'm being paranoid, but I noticed New York is taking down the page about the Gender Expression Non-Discrimination Act. I don't know why. The government website no longer has it up. Let me see. I think it's right here. Unless... Dude, do you support this bill? Is this the one near... Well, 2019-2020 legislative session. Is this the one? Why is everybody... Why do we got moos and meows? Can't believe it. We got kitty girls. We got puppy girls. Terrible. Oh, the cat meowing. I gotcha. All right. I will be right back one more. I'll scare them away. I'll be right back one more time. Oh, don't forget, we still have... It's Friday, y'all. If we get to 100 donos, I'll put on cat ears. I'm not afraid to. I'm not afraid to put on cat ears for y'all. Thank you very much, little EP girl, for $5. Hey, missed some lives. Caught up with Joe Rogan's fat ass. Someone take the booze and coke from Alex, please. Oh, no, fat vagina. I got you. Yeah. Oh, man. That thing was fucking... Like, I didn't even feel good about doing a stream highlights of the Alex Jones segment. It's just like, woof. All right. I'll be right back. I gotta get aspirin and I'll be right back. They said woof woof twice in a row. It's working. Hey, Juno. Bloinker, what do you do when you try and explain to your friend that a total and complete porn ban won't solve the issue of creeps and incels? Ugh. Or even the permanent sexualization of people by people who are too far gone, when that shit is like a rot through all areas of media. I mean, that's kind of the thing I'm talking about, is the reason why people will... Hey, lady, knock it off. The reason why people will, people try and call out conservatives or whatever on their hypocrisy, being like, yeah, like you don't look at porn, yet you want to control people. And it's like, honestly, to them, it's not that different because, again, it comes from a place of wanting to control and subjugate women, as we're going to see with the woman in Georgia being charged with murder for an abortion. That's what it fucking comes down to. Alrighty.
Polls have shown that MAGA is essentially unified behind you, as are Republicans when it comes to Iran. There's been reports that, the United States might be sending 2,500 Marines to the Middle East. Are you concerned that a move like that could potentially change the unity?
Well, I don't know. I seem to have great support because CNN came out with a poll today that I'm at 100%. And they said they've never seen a poll like that. The CNN poll said I'm at 100%. And
like, call him out on that. Literally call him out on that. If you are in a press pool, you have a fucking duty to the rest of the world. When you can fact check him so easily on something like that, you have a duty to shame him and reveal him for the fucking charlatan he is. I don't know why fucking journalists, just call him out right fucking there. Do we need to get like pedantic debate bro? That's what we should do. We need all the people. You know what? We have a use for all the debate bros now. Put them in the fucking press pools. Put them. If somebody like Destiny wants to be useful to society, put them in a debate pool where you can at least go, so what about the actually it wasn't this, it was from this other thing, and actually what, like, that's where we need people like that. Except not Destiny, somebody like Destiny. I want Destiny. Don't put Destiny anywhere near anybody. Yeah, there was, find this interesting. Just got my hand on an Eldritch Moon Fat Pack. Hell yeah, Ophelia 381. I had a weird experience was it last year? I think it was 2 years ago, where I found a Shadows over Innistrad, like a sealed box for like $100, which is fucking crazy. Like your streams take my money, NB. Thank you very much, Rosa7524. Somebody asking about, so yeah, I would say that, like, you pull up like stats and statistics about where actual abuse images are circulated on social media, because as much as people like to fucking hand wring about Pornhub, the fact of the matter is that Facebook, Instagram are far worse fucking places that have far worse moderation.
they've never seen that before, which is an honor. I was impressed that CNN would do that. But as far as troops are concerned, I can't tell you what we're doing.
Mr. President.
Why not? You tell everybody else all the fucking time, dog. This is KOSA stuff. All right, let's go before we get to the worst shit in the world. And then a funny article. We have a very good, if you haven't seen the new Atlantis, we're in for some primo slop. Speaking of primo slop, Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all the things on the channel. And I have a number of projects that we'll be working on, including some stream videos we'll be recording soon. Conservative Comedy 3 is coming up. I have all the sources I want to look at on a stream, looking at the absolute worst of conservative comedy we can. I need to just go through, vet what some of them are, make sure I can actually watch them on stream. Conservative Comedy 3 and... what's the other one? 2 videos I've started working in earnest on, because I don't know if I want to do the fucking Yellowstone piece anymore. I'll wait a little bit after the Pendragon thing, because, like, man, ugh. But I am working on a video about the kind of politicization of... Cat, what do you want, dude? Of country music, and how broadly, like, country as a genre has changed in the last 30 years, especially since 9/11, and a video on MAGA rappers. We're still doing that at some point. Ghosty A6827, literally as I just said that. Yeah. Why? My fucking mouse is just being a dink today. All right, so in the ever-expanding list of shit we saw coming from 10 miles away that we have been talking about since fucking... God, I hate how every goddamn... Like, what the fuck is this? I'm barely reading half of the fucking thing. Oh, God, I hate modern web design, dude. A 31-year-old Georgia woman has been charged with murder by police who say she took pills to induce an illegal abortion. If state prosecutors decide to move forward with the murder charge brought by local police, her case would be one of the first instances of a woman being charged for terminating a pregnancy in Georgia since it passed a 2019 law banning most abortions. God damn. Cat, ooh, I'm going to get you with hammers. What am I going to get you with? All right. Oh my God, dude. The arrest warrant charging Moore with murder uses language that echoes the law. Great, I love that. Saying police determined Moore had been pregnant beyond 6 weeks, quote, based on the medical staff's knowledge that the baby had a beating heart and was struggling to breathe. No one should be criminalized for having an abortion, Dana Sussman, senior vice president of the advocacy group Pregnancy Justice, said in a statement calling Moore's case an unprecedented murder charge for an alleged abortion. Court records say Moore arrived in a hospital complaining of abdominal pain. She told medical workers she had taken misoprostol, a drug used in medication abortions, and the opioid painkiller oxycodone, according to an arrest warrant. The fetus survived for about an hour before being delivered at the hospital. After being delivered, the police investigator obtaining the warrant wrote that, oh, God. Moore told the nursing staff, "I know my infant is suffering because I am the one who did the abortion. I want her to die." Yeah, 6 weeks. Georgia bans abortion after... So they ban it as early as possible. After embryonic cardiac activity can be detected, generally 6 weeks before many women know they're pregnant. Unfucking believable, dude. Oh my God. I'm gonna get this cat. Ooh, I'm gonna get you, cat. All right. Squish the cat. Ooh. No, I gave her some squish. I gave her some of her little goop that she loves. Yeah, this is happening in Georgia right now. Let's go up to... Hope you're doing okay, Carrie. Not this one. We'll save the best for last. There was another thing. I'm trying to remember. There was another thing I wanted to watch last time that was a chud of some kind. It wasn't Ranting for Vengeance. So this is... Nehemiah, I would like to ask, honestly, in good faith, I am pro-choice. Are there people who would rather risk death by inducing a miscarriage through toxins rather than be forced to give birth? I mean, yeah. It is a for a lot of people, like the idea of birth is a beautiful thing. The giving life to, like, that is a very natural, compelling, beautiful part of the human experience. That being said, it is also a horrifying nightmare Cronenbergian hellscape to go through. Look, EP Girl, what are you talking about, Scepter Man? Why? Positive note? Okay. Can a brother get a little jiggle? Oh yeah, I've seen this one. I haven't seen this. I know this person. I don't know, man. J Kong, thank you for $2. So can we arrest people, dude, for spilling tea? No, it's just women. Like, it's just women. I've come across abortive facets and doing research for my writing. I don't know if it's actually something people would want. Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. People, like, especially people who have been, like, and you can't imagine the mental stress of there are so many reasons why people are constantly bringing up that you don't want to slide back on these things in any way, because then they always push for, like, it comes out every time one of these psychopathic conservative dickheads will be like, yeah, no, I do think that fucking Charlie Kirk and Matt Walsh would be like, yeah, I do think my daughter, if she was sexually assaulted, would take her baby to term. And it's like, that's awful, dude. You cannot imagine the mental stress of that. And fucking just absolute ghoulish horseshit from these people. I can't fucking believe it. Ever. Vomit bitch central fuck. Do you like weed? Yes. I mean, like, I'm fine with weed. I'm not, like, crazy about weed. Emmy, go home. Sorry, just because somebody talked about weed, I'm gonna do it in like a whoa voice. Pregnancy is body horror when you think about it, kind of like a parasite. That was Ridley Scott's original pitch for Alien. Chronicus, sorry. The more I learn about giving birth, since I wasn't taught to us in sex ed, the more my once-a-month baby fever evaporates. Yeah, it's the thing that pisses me off most about, like, I can't do too much trad Christian content because I see red. Like when I watch people, especially in the weird Christian evangelical spaces around teenagers, really fucking bugs me. Because you will have these, like, you know, they're supposed to be like these cute kind of oh Jesus Christ, moments on, they're supposed to be, you know, TikToks or whatever, and it'll be a grown-ass man giving a purity ring to his daughter or whatever the fuck. And it's just like, that's disgusting, dude. Oh yeah, the Christian virginity balls. Ugh. God, it's repugnant. It really, the idea of taking such an interest in, like, and that's what it is that really fucking bothers me, is how much Christian parents spend time thinking about their kids having sex. Like, instead of just understanding that teenagers are going to be teenagers, just like they were, by the way. I fucking guarantee that shit. Teenagers are going to be teenagers, and the best thing you can do is prepare them to not come out of their teenage years with a baby, with an STD, with some life-altering tragedy. Like, that's what parents need to be there for. To understand that the world around them cannot always be in a state of control. You are not always going to be able to control your kid. But you should be able to raise them up with the clarity and purposeful, like the purposefulness of conscience, that you don't have to worry as much if something were to happen, if they were to get into an adult situation. That they could somehow navigate it with intelligence, with dignity, and so many, like, and you get that, like, that's why teen pregnancy spikes in these places where there isn't sex ed. Ugh. Fighting Hobbit, thank you for 50. As a Tennessean, I profoundly apologize for the mental illness of my elected officials. I didn't vote for them, and I do not co-sign their stupidity. I don't know what the fuck is up with Tennessee. Tennessee, look, Florida gets a lot of shit, rightly so. Tennessee is on another level of bullshit, though. Adderall Lynn, thank you for 20. There's a German news program that covered chastity balls in the U.S., and without speaking German, you can hear the growing horror in the reporter's voice. No, it's one of those things that, like, I don't think people understand, even people who are in America, but especially people who are outside of America, how normalized, like, the idea of having to respect Christian conservative stuff is. Because so many people will fall back on, like, well, this is my religion. You have to, and it's like, nah, dude, this shit does not deserve to be respected. Straight up. What am I sipping on? Water and a little bit of a sparkling Playa Vibe. Refreshing. New. From Celsius. Small, yellow, different. Thank you very much, Alvin, for $10. You're the only 10 I see. Cute. Thank you. No, the trans stuff especially has felt, it's felt like fucking parody. I'm gonna be real. I look at this stuff and the tenor of my alarm and my stress hasn't really gone up. It hasn't really changed. Because all of this stuff, you check the news as a trans person, you see this stuff, and you're like, oh, still bad. Still sucks shit out there. It's getting worse. Okay. And it's not really new anymore. Like, I feel I've truly regulated to it, which is its own, like, kind of weird nightmare. But it is escalated to such a point with such a concentrated fervor from these people that in comparison to everything happening in the world, it just makes me fucking laugh, honestly. Like, it's like, dog, you people will spend, and by you people I mean like TERFs, gender criticals, the hyper-fixated, trans-obsessed contingent of conservatives. You will spend so much time and resources and effort on these performative show hearings. Like, they had one, let me see if I can actually, friend of the show shared it because I know it was. Here we go. This thing. One of the funniest. I've seen a lot of the kind of, disturbing testimonies. Is so... Oh. Now, here's the thing. If you're a trans person, you're going to listen to this and you're going to just be like, the fuck? If you're not a trans person, you're going to be like, oh my God, that sounds terrible. It's not a coincidence. They make, like, they go through all of these ridiculous loops that the next shit they're going to come out with, they're going to be like, yeah, it's going to make you grow like bat wings or some shit. Going on HRT completely changes your genome. It's going to put you into a cocoon-like state. Like, they're going to start, they are 2 conspiracies away from claiming that HRT can give you contact with the Pleiadians and the Anunnaki. Like, that's how fucking unhinged and ridiculous these people are. And what's more laughable about it isn't the ridiculous lengths they go to. It's not the stupid shit that they say. It's not the fact that it has no real basis in actual science. It's the fact that the world around them is collapsing, and this is all they can bring themselves to give a fuck about. They will, like the rest of us, they're locked in here with the rest of us, dog. I did a video, one of the first videos I did politically was about, let me see if I can find it really quick. What is it?
Someone at the top like Tucker, he becomes a guide for what is or isn't woke. You don't need to consume.
Oh my God, that is rough.
Woke or pushing an agenda. What agenda? How is it woke? It doesn't matter. All you need to do now is keep going back to...
Oh my God, fucking leftist audio, dog. Woo!
To the YouTube channel. Keep tuning in at the same time and place. Give to the Patreon. Buy my book. We need your support. It's clever, really. As companies and ad agencies ride waves of societal acceptance, making commercials with mixed-race families or same-sex partners, the commentators on the sidelines have their commercials already made for them.
I think he was down
In
here.
their media. It's not just because of marketing, but because different people love the same shit you do. And they want to see themselves like white guys have for so long. Do you think the corporate number punchers at EA said, hey, make Dead Space woke, make all the bathrooms unisex? No, it was discussed and decided by a team of professional artists and creatives, many of whom I'm willing to bet weren't cisgender. And if you say to that, well, I don't have anything in common with them, if you already like Dead...
Tarkelson 2457, my audio is still bad? What the fuck? That's hateful as hell, dog. What the fuck? My audio does not sound this bad. I listen to my audio all the time. My audio don't sound this bad. Ghost EA, you really were aiming for ContraPoints. No, not really. I think it has more of a... I was still doing a little bit of the... Like... I don't know. This was my first, like, political essay, for sure.
Space, you actually do. You think someone is going to spend years of their life working on a game because they hate a franchise? No. The people who make games love games. Probably a lot of the same games you do. They probably
all right, here we go.
On one side and your enemies on the other, but the reality is, we're all sharing the same cage. It's just being rattled to confuse us, to keep us fighting one another. Because if we're too busy debating Dead Space's bathrooms, who's going to talk about how EA just iced the franchise a decade ago and treated its workers and studios horribly? If we're too busy saying a reboot is bad because it's woke, how can we grapple with misplaced nostalgia and how corporations constantly churn out IP regardless of quality? If we're too busy listening to how elites run the media and they want to indoctrinate us, how can we realize we're just in a shaky cage? Woke means nothing.
Anyway, that was... I thought about the shaky cage bit I did, because I haven't watched that video in a minute. And... yeah, that's what it is. It is... It feels like crabs grappling each other, dragging each other back into the bucket at this point. The fact that, yeah, we have... You want to talk about all of the... Like, just make up these fucking lies to go against trans people. Meanwhile, you are in favor of the pedophile, Epstein-controlled government, in favor of you not being able to afford gas, groceries, education, food, healthcare, so we can fucking bomb 20 billion to Iran. It's like I can't even fucking it's what can you... It is so... It's just funny. Who else got here through Thought Slime's Eyeball Zone? Yeah, Eyeball Zone hooked me up with that one. That was I think that was the video Mildred shared of mine. Yeah, the Eyeball Zone. I would say that, honestly, I feel like I was more inspired by Thought Slime than a lot of other creators. I think everybody... People call me fucking Timu ContraPoints all the time, and I hate that shit. Not because it actually bothers me, but it's like a no-effort joke. Because it's like, oh, trans YouTuber, Timu ContraPoints. It's like, great, dude. Whoa, you saw me being blonde. You're going to say I'm XQC or Pyrocynical next. Ooh. Cesar Chavez got canceled. Cesar Chavez did not get canceled, okay? Somebody gets canceled when they use the wrong pronouns for somebody. Cesar Chavez was a rapist. Ekachu, thank you very much for becoming a member. Is ContraPoint still around? Natalie fucking floats around. I don't know what she does. She just put out a video on Saw, which kind of pisses me off. I haven't watched it, but I've for years, every time Halloween or October is rolling around, I bat around this idea I've had, and I've started and stopped it multiple times, about a full, like, philosophical analysis of the Saw series as a meditation on, like, American justice in a post 9/11 era. Mostly through the lens of, like, absurdist writings and a lot of Franz Kafka. And now ContraPoints put out a video about Saw. It's fine. It's fine. ContraPoints is a Timu philosophy tube. Don't let Natalie hear you say that. She kind of covered that exact same thing about Saw. Are you fucking... So it... Dog. Really? YouTube and Twitch, huh? Are we back? I think we're back. It's dead on YouTube. Is it still dead? We're back. Hello. Hey there. Black hole sunfish. YouTube es bueno. Looks like you rage quit right after discovering missed points. Yeah, that's fuck. That actually, like, you know, whatever. Fucking YouTube video essayists. We all like the same shit. You know, that's one of the things you learn when you talk to people in any kind of art. Well, not always. You're gonna have differences, but you know, I can go down, hang out in LA with Lana and Jessie Gender and Mia, and even though we don't all have like the same taste, we can all sit and talk about shit for hours. Sapo the Celibate Succubus, hello. Audio down? No sound on YouTube? What the fuck? Nope, don't want that. Why? 7 dropped frames. All right, no audio. Audio up. I have sound. All right, sound is back apparently. Christ on a cracker. All right, let's go back to this so we can all laugh at it because it's very funny if you haven't heard this yet. Oh yeah, Juno, we'll be playing I think the disc I have in there is The Matrix Path of Neo, which I've been on a Matrix kick lately. I don't know why. I don't know why now and not 7 months ago when I was making a video that I recreated scenes from the fucking Matrix in. But whatever. Why is my shirt texture missing? That's funny. You're funny, Johnny Viral. I never got why I dislike Jessie Gender, maybe because I watch Vosh too much. I mean, Jessie is, look, if you don't like somebody's mannerisms, or that's the way I feel about Vosh. That's the way I felt about Vosh before the fucking short stack gate. Is that like if you don't fuck with somebody's vibe, you just don't fuck with somebody's vibe. That's fine. You like, hey, you don't need a reason to not like a person. All right, let's watch this. This is one of the funniest detransition stories. A detransitioner tells the California State Assembly how his body fell apart after being put on estrogen and puberty blockers at the age of 13. Now, you may have noticed, if you are in any way familiar with trans healthcare, HRT, hormone replacement therapy, puberty blockers, and how that works, you may have been like, hold up a minute. Hang on. Puberty blockers and estrogen, you wouldn't do those two together because it does nothing. Yeah, exactly. It does nothing. Nothing. And then nipple leakage, brain fog, chest pain, depression. Now, here's... Audio is still dropping? Does it just pop in and out? What the fuck? All your waffles. Thank you for following. I was urinating blood and had ulcers in my bladder and was too weak to attend school. Do they think it's a fucking poison pill? They made the comments while testifying against AB 1876. The bill forces insurance companies to fund this cruel homophobia. Now, here's the thing. I need you to see, because they're talking about when I told my doctor how sick I was, he looked at me and said, "Welcome to womanhood." There is a 0% chance. Let me listen to me, chat. I don't know a whole lot in the world compared to the vast totality of human knowledge. I don't know a whole lot, but I know this. There is no world in which a doctor who is put in charge of healthcare over a child, a pediatrician, would hear a 13-year-old be medicated with something and say they were bleeding, having internal bleeding with ulcers, that they were experiencing strange leakage, brain fog, chest pain, and they would look at that 13-year-old and go, "Sucks being a girl, right? Am I right? Sucks being a lady. Welcome to being a lady, right? Am I right, 13-year-old? I'm a doctor what prescribes both estrogen and puberty blockers. You don't know what you're going to get with me. I'm Dr. Crazy. Ooh. You don't know where I'm going to be. Ooh." Like, is the doctor the fucking Joker? What the hell, man? But if you thought that was funny, if you think that is unbelievable, I need you to listen to this testimony. And imagine a doctor speaking on the basis of being a medical professional for this.
I just wanted to be normal and loved. When I was 12, I found trans influencers online who looked like me as kids. They said, "Change your body and your life gets better." And I thought that's my way out. At 13, my doctors told my mom she had a daughter, not a son. He told her 60% of trans kids kill themselves if they don't undergo sex-rejecting interventions. That wasn't true. But my mom loved me and followed the doctor's advice. The doctor told me I was too feminine to find love as a man and that gay men don't want someone like me.
So that was the point at which that's ain't no fucking way, dog. You know, famously how gay, first off, the idea of talking to, again, a doctor talking to a 13-year-old about what gay men find attractive. If that happened, the least of your problems is hormones, because that doctor is a groomer and probably a predator. If that indeed happened, there are bigger fucking problems than prescriptions, dog. But I guarantee that didn't happen, because what the fuck, dude? Yeah, do you, the idea that men would not be attracted to feminine men, of all the shit that didn't happen, this happened the least. Johnny's story is so batshit, every single one of the conservative law firms currently litigating detransitional lawsuits has turned him down. Well, and I'm willing to bet that it's not just that. It's also because it is so much easier for conservatives to make a case and garner public sympathy for trans stories about male or female to male detransitioners. Wattpad